Hi everyone, this is Cooking with Con, the Simple Things first episode. It's not the first episode, it's probably the first official episode. Official being that over the last few years I've done a few casual ones just on Facebook, just cooking stuff and whatever. But I've had a couple of, I've actually had one request from a fan. He's actually a mate. He just said, fuck, just keep doing it, man. So I'm going to do it. The motive behind it is that a lot of us are sort of, in modern life, we claim to be this, depressed, anxious, whatever. And we're told to get on meds, go see a doctor, get therapy and whatever. And I'm a firm believer in the simple things. There's a simple answer to everything, most things anyway. And let's not complicate things, let's not argue about things, but the simple things are the most important in life. So what I'm getting at is if you're feeling down, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling depressed, don't go to the doctor. And, if you're feeling bored, whatever, here's a suggestion. Cook, look after yourself. There's an answer, there's a simple answer for most things, as I said. I'm repeating myself now. So my first episode, firstly, I want to clarify that I'm a total fraud when it comes to cooking. So my first episode is going to be chips. Now, if there's one thing I know, it's chips. I was born and raised in a fish and chip shop. I was cutting 50 to 100 kilos of chips a lot of days, in particular Fridays, Saturday nights, most weekdays, at least 50 kilos of chips peeled and cleaned. So, anyway. If there's one thing I know, it's chips. Tonight we're going to do chips, but Greek-style chips. We used to do the chips in the fish and chip shop, but tonight we're going to do Greek-style chips to start with. It's simple. There's no excuse that you can't do it. Get off your bum and just simply do it. We're going to start with a potato peeler. You can sit in front of the TV. You can sit at your kitchen table, sit on the balcony, whatever, and just simply peel the chips. Suddenly, you're occupying your time. You're not letting your mind drift too much about how shit life is, coulda, shoulda, woulda, whatever. In saying that life is beautiful, you got to make it beautiful. You can make it beautiful by cooking for yourself and for your others if you like. It's good for the soul. So we start peeling the chips. Grab your peeler, as I said. Just sit in front of the TV. You don't have to dedicate yourself to the kitchen, okay? And this is cheap, tasty eating. We're going to make Greek-style chips with lemon. Yes, lemon on the chips, oregano, and feta cheese. Beautiful. Forget noodles and whatever, man. I saw a guy the other day, he had 2 big bulk packs of noodles. He would have spent $10-20 on noodles. He's probably a battler, poor, on welfare or whatever, so he's trying to feed himself to the next paycheck. Go get yourself 10 kilos of potatoes for whatever, $7-8. It's going to last you for ages. Here I've got 4 potatoes. I'm going to have a very hearty meal with it tonight, with these Greek-style chips, and it's probably cheaper and tastier than noodles. That's what I'm talking about. Get proactive. And it's going to start with a simple recipe of chips, Greek-style chips. I'm going to clean the chips, clean the potatoes, get back to you. I'm just sitting in front of the TV watching Netflix while I'm cleaning the potatoes. Get proactive, the simple things. I'm cleaning the potatoes. Just thought I'd give you a heads up. You've got your potato cleaner. You don't have to use a potato cleaner. You can use a knife. Develop your own skill. There's no one watching you. Sit in front of the TV, wherever you're comfortable, as I was saying. Clean the potatoes. Look, this is how I clean them. Okay, this is how I peel them, I should say. Okay, there's no skill. Develop your own technique. Get involved, get proactive, and get yourself out of the rut by cooking. One step at a time. The answer is in the simple things. Look, I'm watching Netflix, I'm watching a show that I like, I'm having a cigarette. If you want to have a beer, do whatever. And look, a clean potato. Put it down there. Okay, put it on your breadboard, on your table, whatever you want. So, and look, no rules. You just start peeling. Peel. You can do this. You can do this. Look at this. Peel, peel, peel. Bang. Bang. Take your time. No one's watching you, rushing you. Take your time. Take your time. Cool. Okay, so the potatoes are peeled. There's 4 potatoes. Okay, that's probably going to be enough for me. I eat a lot. Definitely cheap, tasty for what we're going to do. Bear with me. And as I mentioned before, it's going to be Greek-style chips. Economical, good for the soul, man. Gets you doing stuff, whatever, excuse me. And yeah, as long as there's love in it, you know. And if you're having a hard time, whatever, don't go to the doctors. You don't need pills, whatever. Just start cooking for yourself. You'll stop being bored. You'll get proactive. You can watch TV while you're doing it, whatever. So it's all good. Okay, so I'll go wash these under the water and keep rocking. So here I have my peeled and washed potatoes. Okay, I'm just showing you how simple it is and how cost effective it can be. If money's tight, life does this to us. And also how good it is for the soul to make your own food. 2-minute noodles and shit. People buy it because it's cheap. You know, they buy this crap because it's cheap and quick. This is probably cheaper and tastier, and you start doing something for yourself, and you'll start digging yourself out of a rut. You'll start getting less depressed because you're occupying your time, and you're making something with love for yourself, and if you like, eventually or now, for others. So when you're cutting a potato, look, there's a deep crevice in here. There's no rules. Just grab any knife you can. Be careful, and just cut out the crap. Again, you don't even really have to, as long as the potato's clean. Like I said, I grew up in a fish and chip shop cutting chips. Now, you want to learn how to hand cut them. Sometimes our chip cutter would be ineffective. It's damaged or whatever, and we'd need chips for the customers. So you just cut the chips. There's no rules. That's the beautiful thing about it. Just cut it as you can, and when you get to a flat side, hit the flat side. Keep cutting it. Right? Keep cutting it till it gets till you're uncomfortable, then flat side again. But there's no rules. Develop your own rules. The key thing here is to just get proactive and just start doing stuff. Okay, look, there's no rules. Okay, we got that, and you'll get quicker and better. Fat, skinny, whatever. When they're made with love, they taste great. Look, there's no rules. You can stack a few pieces on top of each other. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to think I'm not good enough. The simple things. Life starts with the simple things, and life ends with the simple things. You grasp the simple things, appreciate them, and everything will grow from there, okay? This is good for the soul, just doing this. Look, you just grab the pieces, just cut them up. Look, bang, bang. No rules, no rules. Don't worry about rules. Don't worry about what anyone says. Just cut them the best way you can. Grab the flat piece down. That's what I used to do. That's how I saw Mum doing that. And look, just cut them, cut. And see, you got these pieces. Just cut them the best way you can. You're going to get crunchy bits. You're going to get fat bits. You're going to get this. You're going to get that. It's going to be freaking beautiful, though, and cheap. You can make a burger. Put them on some bread rolls. Put them on some bread with some mayonnaise. Put them on some burger buns with barbecue sauce, whatever you want. Just make the chips. They're cheap. Okay, I found a rotten bit. Look, you throw the rotten bits out if you don't want. See them? You know what I mean? Or cut them out if you can't. Just do it, you know what I mean? Just get proactive and life will start getting better. A lot of us complain, whinge, bitch and moan. Oh, there's nothing to do. No one cooks anymore. No one. I've nearly been married 7 times. No one could cook. And you got me fucked if I'm going to cook for a lazy ass fucking person, you know what I mean? I'll cook for myself. I'll cook for someone that'll cook for me in return. But I'm not going to cook for no lazy ass person because life's too tough and fuck that and I'm not your slave and this and that and the other. We all got to eat. Learn how to fucking cook. So I'm teaching the most basic recipe, the most basic thing I know to eat, which is fucking chips, because I know chips. When it comes to cooking, I'm a fraud. I'm still learning, but I'm forcing myself to learn because I find it gives me something to do rather than sort of get depressed and worry, oh, life's shit, life's... No, nothing's just going to fall on your lap, mate, including friggin' food. It all starts with food, okay? You got a few bucks, you can go get some potatoes, clean them, make yourself some chips. And I'm going to make you some cheap, tasty as fuck, funky Greek-style chips today with lemon on them. Yes, lemon, salt, oregano, and feta cheese, man. You got 15 bucks. You can feed a lot of people, or you can feed yourself for days with this if you need to. Okay? So, and it's even cheaper and tastier than crappy ass noodles and whatever. Now that we've cut the chips, I like to put them in a sieve and just wash them out quickly. You can just wash them however you want in your hands, whatever. Just quick, give them a quick rinse off. Let the water run off. Okay, there you go. Let the water run off. And now we're going to go heat up some olive oil. I've been heating up the olive oil. Olive oil is a great oil to cook with, because the first time you cook with it, it's not really bad for you. It's olive oil. Olive oil it's all right, you know. You can use any oil you want. Now here are the chips, nice and clean. Okay, and now you can test the oil by just chucking one chip in. Look, I'll show you. Look, bang. See that? I'll show you again. Yeah, you can see it. That means the oil's ready. So now, if the chip is simmering and the oil's smoking a little bit, watch the oil. You definitely know it's ready. But when it makes that sizzle sound, you're on. Now, I'll just see if I can flip the camera. Can I flip the camera around? No. Anyway, yeah, I'll show you. I'll chuck the chips in now. Look at this. That's definitely ready. Okay, that's definitely ready. Just chuck them in. Fear nothing. Fear nothing. Okay, we're making nice Greek-style chips here. Fear nothing. Bang. Chuck them in. Chuck them in. Chuck them in. Chuck them in. Okay. There you go. And you let them fry. Just let them fry. Rock and roll. Now we're on. Now you're cooking. Now you're getting out of the depression. Now the camera's smoked up. But you're making something with love for yourself and maybe for others. Who knows? Whatever you want to do. But it beats noodles. It's cheap. And by the end of it, I'll show you how for a couple of bucks. You've made a nice hearty meal for yourself. But you got love there. And if you got love, everything else falls into place. But you got to create it. You can't just let it come to you. It's not, nothing just comes to you. You got to put in a little bit of effort. This is minimal effort, and life is beautiful. Yeah. And I want to say, when you put your chips in the oil, make sure the oil is hot, because if it's not, your chips will come out soggy and crappy. They have too much time to absorb the oil, and they just come out crappy. So that's the trick to nice chips, is to make sure your oil is hot by doing what I just showed you. Chuck one chip in, and if she sizzles, you're good to throw the rest in. Otherwise, they'll come out too soggy. See ya. And don't stir the chips. Don't harass them while they're frying, okay? Just let them do their thing. You'll see them starting to crisp up and stuff. Don't stir them, don't whatever. Otherwise, they'll just become mashy and crappy and whatever. So just let them fry well. You'll become familiar with it the more you do it. But yeah, they start crisping up. It's a chip. It's not rocket science, but it beats noodles. So now the chips are basically ready. They're basically ready. Look at that, nice golden brown. The camera's fogging up, I'm sorry. But yeah, we just take them out, drain them with a scoop, whatever you want to drain them with, however you do it. If a bit of oil's left on them, it doesn't matter. But we're ready to add the lemon, oregano, and feta cheese and make some cheap primo food. All with love and cheap. Salt. To taste, $1.40, $1.50. To taste, smash it on. It's good for you and adds heaps of flavor. Just smash her on. Heaps of oregano on the chips. Heaps of oregano. Doesn't matter what order you put it in. Salt, oregano, lemon, whatever. Okay? Smash it on. Smash it on. Smash the lemon on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Lemon on the potatoes with oregano and salt so far. And we're going to cap it off with some feta cheese. Greek-style chips. Cheap, lots of love in it, you know. Get yourself out of the rut by starting to cook, right? Don't get bored, get cooking, you know. All right, whatever. Oh, lemon, yes. This is off my tree in the backyard, by the way. Okay, there we go. Lemon. All right, there we go. And next up, cut a block of feta cheese off. All right, grate it on your chips. You can just break it up by hand, whatever. No rules. This is a great thing about it. You don't have to be fussy. Smash the feta cheese on. Smash it on. Smash her on. Don't be afraid. Bang. Okay, here we go, here we go. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. And, okay, hang on a sec. This is all live, folks. Give her a bit of a toss. Bit of a toss. We're all used to a bit of a toss. We all toss her every now and then. So don't pretend that you can't do it. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Bang. 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 Live. Rock and roll. Greek style chips. Feta cheese, oregano, salt, lemon. Rock and roll. Heaps of love. All right. Now we just toss it a bit. We're all used to tossing. So you don't have to be fussy. Just toss it. So the Greek style chips, lemon, olive oil, salt, oregano, feta cheese. Beats noodles. It's cheap. Couple of dollars. Look at this. Look at this. And full of love. The simple things. Get yourself out of the rut. Start cooking. How simple is this? Cheaper than noodles. Forget noodles. All right? Just show a bit of love to yourself and everything's going to be all right. The simple things.